What's good, YouTube? It's your boy BG Tech Life, and again, back again with Team 100. So, we just gonna go ahead and get straight into it, fellas. Introduce yourselves, even though y'all already celebrities.
What- What's up, everybody? RP3. Welcome back to another stream. Thanks, BG, for hosting this week. Appreciate you.
No problem.
Yes, sir. I'm Eric Kelly, aka the Tech Gentleman. Once again, shout out to BG for keeping us on track, keeping this thing going, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it going. I got the opportunity on Fridays to keep this thing going. So why not? I could be out here doing something worse than this. So it's just
Oh
something
yeah,
positive. You know what I mean? Try and keep it
yeah.
positive. And shout out to Phone Tech at Work already in the chat. I appreciate that, Mr. Allen Anthony, another Team 100 member. Shout out to the Android Stud, and shout out to Forbes Tech Review. Also, we got James in the chat. What's going on, my brother? I think he was in my comments earlier. Appreciate you coming through, checking us out. This is Team 100. We tech guys. We talk tech on Friday. Tech
Oh
for your
yeah.
needs. We got Lewis in the building. We got a celebrity in the building. I appreciate you coming through and watching us tonight, Lewis. But yeah. So, what's going on? How y'all? What's new with y'all, man? Let's just kick a little brief conversation while everybody falling up in here, man.
Everything been chilling, man. Just been busy at work. We just trying to, you know, do videos and split my time at work, family, everything else. But the videos are suffering a little bit, but I'll be back soon enough on a regular. I make a few occasional videos, but I'll be back on a regular.
My brother, I'm. Let me be the first to tell you, right? Your videos are not suffering at all. You actually,
Nah,
you actually dropping some of the most quality. You dropping some of the most quality content on tech YouTube right now, my brother. You got it dialed in. You got your setup dialed in. You got your B roll dialed in.
yeah. I was
So
about to say that B-roll popping.
yeah. If don't nobody see the growth, I see the growth, my brother.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm
appreciate
just glad to sit next to you on this live stream, my brother.
yeah.
it.
Telling you, man.
Appreciate
Hope some of that setup rub off on mine, man.
it. Appreciate
That's
it.
what I'm talking about, man. So what's going on? What's going on, Eric? You know what I mean? What's
None
new?
much, man.
Talk to me.
Daddying, working, husbanding, you know, all the above. School just started back, so it's been kind of a reprieve, but also busy because the
Okay.
activities is kicking up. Kids trying to be sick, trying to stay home. Nah, y'all got to get up out of here. 'Cause we're
They
trying to
want to
make some
fall back.
videos.
You
I'm
said
just
they
trying to
trying
get
to
back
be
in the
safe.
swing of things, man.
They trying to
Wait till they
fall
get back
back.
in school.
Shoot.
Listen,
When they
sure
get back in
me.
school, it's gonna be virus central again.
Oh my
Oh, it's
God.
already happening. I done
Oh
had
Yeah.
it. I
my
had to take both of mine to the doctor Monday, man.
Oh man.
Gotta get that vitamin C in full effect. Vitamin C and D in full effect.
Bro, about to
Corona.
lather them up.
Right,
Right.
right. Because they're all you got the C virus, then you got the like the upper respiratory this, and oh god, it's just it
Oh
is a
yeah.
lot going on out there. Me myself,
Yeah.
I've been chilling on family time, trying to make the best of my little setup and my little investments and make me some content on my channel and maybe draw some new subscribers and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. You on a
Basically,
roll.
yeah, yeah. Thank I appreciate that. Also, so guys, like, let's go ahead and get into it. We got shout out to the 6 people in the chat. Shout out to Urban Sit Fly in the chat. He says the Z45 front screen fat finger typing issues have keyed need many to surrender the effort to fight the one hand text in fight. So that text probably came from the front, the outer display on the Z45. Yo, oh yeah, Lewis. I be trying to drop me some high quality content, man. If you're not subscribed, this is my channel. Go ahead and get subscribed. But
Oh yeah.
anyway,
Hey man, make
right,
sure y'all test out that like button too. I heard him. It was a little. Heard of something going on with it. Y'all test it out for us.
yeah. See if
Make sure
it's
it works.
see if it's popping, man. But we're gonna go ahead and get into our let's talk about some, some stuff that's going on. We're gonna get into some gaming type stuff. I know a lot. We all game. I know me, Eric, and Rob. We all play that Call of Duty together at times. You can holler at us if you want. If you want these 30 kills dropped on you. Man. But
Yes, sir.
yeah, and basically it's just kind of like a money grab, and that's what's going on. So let me see. Let me find this. Let me find the appropriate window. I don't want to share the wrong window with you guys. And
Yeah. Hey, we ain't worried about monetization, man. We know
man,
that's
oh
going
yeah,
down the drain anyway.
yeah. Fuck the monetization. You know what I'm saying?
BG dealing super chats only.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I don't need no motherfucking monetization, YouTube. This is, this ain't that type of deal. But we're gonna get into this first article. Let me see. So we get it. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 revealed with first trailer. I feel like we just bought Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Am I like am I capping? Is it do I feel like we just bought that shit or no?
Yeah.
You know why I feel like that? Because they keep dropping basically a whole season's worth of stuff every month or so.
Bruh.
Like the game changed up so much. They are literally on the free to play model where they drop new stuff for you to buy. You got to buy a new battle pass, buy the new skins, buy the new outfits, and they drop a new set almost every month. Change the stages up. They do all of that, and then they still want to yearly hit you off for $70. That's wild.
Right.
Bruh, that shit don't make no sense.
So let me ask y'all this question. All right. So do you think the saving grace, from what I understand, is it this one that they're going to go every 2 year cycle now?
I hope.
I think
I
this
mean,
going. I think they're going on a 2 year cycle from here on out.
My
it ain't gonna make a difference.
Right. Okay.
Because listen, I just 2 weeks ago, if I would have knew this 2 weeks ago, I just listen. I don't want to say that because I feel like a little fucking kid. I just spent $29.99 on the battle pass 2 weeks ago. If I knew this shit was about to come out, I would have kept my damn money.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all keep
Right.
dropping battle passes. Y'all say, oh, this is the meta, this gun, that gun. I'm trying to get all the kills in the motherfucking death match. So I'm out here getting just like these little kids is looking for Roblox and shit. I'm pulling out my bank card. You know what I'm saying? I'm on Steam. Okay, yeah, let me get this. Let me put $20 on here real quick so I can get this gun and all that. Let me get the Kevin Durant skin. Let me get this shit. Like, nah, bro. Like, I'm honestly, it's me. I'm doing too much, bro. Like, I gotta get old school with this shit.
I think this is my first year that I did not go. I didn't go like buying a lot of skins, and all of my battle pass. I kept my, cash points. I finished the battle pass. I ended the season with, whatever over 1,100, so I can get the next battle pass for free. So I've been very fortunate this year. I just been playing straight through without buying no extras and just been cashing in my CPs at the end of every season.
Bro, it was a trick to that shit though, because the last battle pass, right? So I had the 1,100. What is it, CP to get the battle pass? But then they keep trying to sell you on this black cell shit. $29.99 for the black cell characters and the guns and shit like that. So I'm like, I ignored it for like a week, but I was playing. So I'm seeing this shit. I'm like, man. Then they like, okay, and this will help you get, like, you know what I'm saying, through the battle pass faster, and you could get these guns faster. And I seen it was one thing that make me spend money faster than anything on motherfucking Call of Duty is a new gun. You know what I'm saying? Now, not the juiced up guns that's on there. They already got the guns that's on there, and they done put their spin on them. I don't really give a fuck about those, but when it's a completely new gun on Call of Duty, then that's when I just be like, that's when I fucking lose my religion and be like, fuck it. I'm going all in. I got to try this out. I got to go in shipment. I got to max this out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, right. And then once I get the gun maxed out, you know what I'm saying? I don't play for fucking 2 weeks.
Well, I mean, all these games, to a certain extent, got their little scandal going on.
Oh,
they hate that Madden is catching.
Oh, so go ahead. I was gonna say, I saw this. I don't know if y'all saw it, but apparently everything you bought in Modern Warfare 2, you'll be able to use in Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah, you could take it over to 3.
Well, my
So
partner's gonna appreciate it.
Yeah. So I don't know if that changed how y'all feel about the especially UBG, all the new guns and skins and all that too. Bought.
Yeah, now you get your value worth for the next 2 years.
I feel like a damn kid.
But
man.
I've been seeing some gaming creators, man. They are so pissed off right now. And man, I thought the Call of Duty hate was bad. The Madden hate is like next level because, me and BG was kind of chatting a little earlier before we went on live about, remember there used to be competition for Madden.
Yeah.
It used to be the people over at 2K Sports.
Yep.
And they used to battle it out, EA Sports, 2K Sports. They was battling out on the football side and the basketball side. And it's like both of them just agreed to give up one sport and start monopolizing the other. Like they was two mob families, decided to take over a certain aspect of the gaming industry. And pretty much that's what they done did.
That's crazy.
Divided up them sports gaming streets.
Yeah, and then make you play crappy games, and ain't nothing you can do about it because it ain't no competition anymore.
That's the key, man. Like Madden is the only, like at least, like recently there have been other basketball games. 2K is kind of out there on basketball.
NBA
Madden,
Live.
Yeah, NBA Live, has been out there. But Madden, Madden is the only football game.
Right.
They're the only one. Like when you talk about pimping,
Madden is pimping. EA Sports is pimping.
That's the definition of pimping.
You know what? You know what's crazy though? Like, and we would just sit here. Me and Rob we just said that shit, right? We was like, listen. The crazy thing is like, okay, like if we was just comparing it to like the streets. So if I monopolize one block and you monopolize the next block, the people from my block, if they don't like what's going on my block, they can come to your block. Literally mad, and you can't go to any other block to play this football except for Madden's damn block. They completely got. It's like either you fucking with us or you ain't playing football, brother.
Yeah,
that's it. That's all. That's it. That's all.
You know it's like, oh, you trying to run outside with a ball in your hands? You gotta come see us.
Man, listen, they got to do something about this. Go there. You know what I'm saying? Talk to your local politician because this is the monopoly. This is
Joe Biden. EA Sports is trying to dip back into the basketball game, but 2K got a lock on it. You know what I'm saying? But we done got some more people in the stream real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and shout them out real quick.
Go ahead.
We got Tomboy Keisha.
Yeah.
What's up, Keisha? Zub Zero.
What up?
Phone Tech at Work says ever since the new menus for Battle Pass and the weapons bag, I've been off of Call of Duty. Yes, you have. We noticed.
Yeah, we know.
Hey, man, being a new dad do that to you.
Yeah.
Every time you say that, everybody say Alan has a new baby.
Hey man, it's going down to history, man.
That's crazy.
K Shine Lawyer said Madden is trash. It was EA 989 and much more. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Tech Preacher, what up, peeps? What up, Tech Preacher?
Yep.
And we got Spectacular Gadgets.
Hello,
everyone.
Tay in the building.
Yeah, what's good? And got the dogs barking in the background. But
we can't hear him, man. You got the high quality mic over there.
All right. And Bad Goodman said gaming, let's what do you say here? Let's go fam.
Yeah. All right. What's that shit kicking in, Rob? That was a simple.
No, what's funny is I'm looking at this on here and the icon is in the way on the bottom.
Okay. I was like, God.
So I couldn't read it. I gotta get rid of these damn.
We gotta send Rob back to middle school.
Right. Ain't that about a bitch? Detroit public education.
Oh, yeah. But okay, we got Miles Revolution. Also, who's ready for 2K? Y'all ready for 2K or what?
I'll let y'all hear that.
This year I
Y'all
said I
had
was
that
gonna
too.
play a sports game. I've never honestly like since I ain't played a sports game since Dreamcast.
Damn.
Dreamcast was honestly like that. What was that? The fucking ninth grade because people was burning the games. I haven't played the fucking two. Last time I played 2K was on Dreamcast. Like it was literally 2K. It was literally
Yeah,
2000. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that's wild.
Dreamcast. Listen, bro.
Hey,
I used to just love to play it on Dreamcast. Put it on easy, and I'm scoring 100 points. And that was just
there you go.
that was the confidence boost I needed in middle school and high school. I guess I don't know.
Hey, well, you don't want no parts of these new games, man. The AI dumb and smart at the same time.
Right.
Bruh.
Apparently, from the clips I've been seeing.
Man, I'm telling you, you look at some of these sports creators, sports game, man, they are heated. I'm talking
Bruh.
about
Oh yeah,
the only fucking reason I bought this is because to make content. Other than that, they wouldn't get shit. Talking about it's
yeah,
$100 for how they got the Madden 24, special
yeah,
edition, $100 and the regular game for 70 and all that mess.
yep,
He was like, man, he was cussing so hard at EA Sports. It was
yeah.
ridiculous.
They mad about it, man. These dudes be betting big money and making money on these tournaments and stuff.
Yeah.
And then nothing like it's one thing to feel like you lost to a person, but when you feel like you lost to the game, like the game caused
Glitched.
you to
Screwed over.
lose,
Yeah.
it's like you got to do something about that, man. Especially for as long as the games, like they're not making leaps and bounds changes in any other aspects of the game, right? It's not like the game look drastically better from year to year. It's not like football is changing from year to year. It's still the same game, same mechanics and all that stuff. So I understand, man. I agree with him. Like if you have the same problem year after year, it's no excuse at this point.
Hey man, it had this one guy. He did he was on showing some content. All right, he did a play where he did a pitch to his running back. Running
Hmm.
back was pitching going wide, and he had the
Pause.
fullback in front of him. Yeah, keep the pause going.
See,
He got the fullback in front of him.
Hey,
All right.
go
So
ahead. You got the full
so
back in front of him. Go ahead.
so what? So so the way the play was shaping up was the fullback should have cleared the line of scrimmage, and it was a linebacker coming from the middle and a safety coming up over top. And instead of the fullback taking out the linebacker, he peeled back and ran into the crowd, leaving the running back wide open to get crushed.
yeah,
And
I see that clip.
it should have been like almost a 50-yard gain, but it turned
Yeah,
into just a regular game.
yeah, yeah. That's
That was
crazy,
a hell
man.
of
I
a
saw that clip.
yeah.
You
That's
saw
why
that
with
clip?
that. Yeah, that's why when whenever anyone comes to me and they're like, "Oh yeah, man, AI's gonna take over the world, man. Computers gonna take over the world." I'm like, "Have you tried to make some stuff work that's supposed to work? Like, have you tried to connect a printer to your computer? Like, it ain't magic. I
Right,
understand you don't understand it, but it don't work like that, bro.
right.
Like, it's
Yo,
just not gonna happen."
that's
Yeah.
crazy. Like I'm
So
with
no, I was just saying they just need to stop the big, the large fees at the every year. Like you said, just make it a like Fortnite. You just play it, and you make your money off the microtransactions.
right.
Yeah,
That'd be good if they every 2 years. I think that'd be really good for Call of Duty because for real, honestly, when they change the game, sometimes it don't even get better. Like sometimes you gotta let shit cook. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
Call of Duty is one of them type of games where when you change shit, it's like sometimes when you change shit, you make shit new and you make drastic changes. Then it's a process of okay, now we got to make this shit work exactly how it's supposed to. Nothing that's new and completely changed, like it's not working like exactly how it's supposed to. You feel me? So
right.
I think
Because
like
you
go
hated
ahead.
that Cold War.
Oh yeah, that shit was like you was on skates. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? It felt like I
yeah,
was
man.
at Shake and Bake somewhere on skates, fucking playing the game for real. But this year I said, and I keep saying to myself, this year I'm going to get into some sports games. I bought a gaming laptop. You know what I'm saying? And everything is cross-platform. I need to, you know what I mean? I need to, it's just ridiculous. Like if I'm not playing Call of Duty, My laptop dusty as I don't know what. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
just sitting. I'm like, yo, that's a waste of money. I need to get into these. And I know y'all, a couple other people that mess with the Madden, the 2K and all that. But yeah. But y'all just the way y'all making it sound is like I'm gonna be even more frustrated. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because I'm already frustrated with the damn Call of Duty and the battle passes, and I be feeling like I win a lot of gunfights that you know what I'm saying? I feel like I lose a lot of gunfights that I really want. I feel like sometime the game will pick the person that does spent the most money on the store in the game over the person that's grinding with the regular guns. I feel like that sometimes. It's like I
hey,
know
that's
I won
funny,
that
man.
gunfight, but
Mm.
he's got the new motherfucking outfit on. So he spent that money for the game. Said, you know what? We picking him. We building his
Oh
confidence.
man,
We
hey,
reeling him in.
that's funny, man. But so speaking of letting stuff cook, so you heard that the initial set of maps they're gonna drop are gonna be the Modern Warfare maps from like 2019. So old maps.
Oh, okay. So basically, what they did is got that old SSD out and plugged it in and uploaded some old ass shit. Okay.
Yeah, man. So you saw that clip I posted where not a clip but an article where somebody said that they got a chance to look at the code for the Modern Warfare 3, and they said the code is literally copy and pasted from Modern Warfare 2.
Oh
That
my
shit
god.
trash. That shit is really trash because you gotta think about it. Look how expensive these games is getting. They keep putting the
Yep.
same shit on the games. Madden, all they doing is updating the roster, and then you're not even getting the full experience of going to what was it? What was we going? What's the name of the game that everybody go to? I think it shut down now.
GameStop.
Yeah, everybody had to go to GameStop or go to the Toys R Us or KB Toy Store and get the games. Now you're fucking us over because you don't even have to like make it. You basically Spotifying the games to a motherfucker. A
Right.
Yep.
digital download. You saving
Yep.
Yeah.
so much money on having to pay somebody at the store, having to ship the games out to the stores, and we ain't getting it. And the price. Boom, boom, boom. Are we gonna see what they okay? Look, we're gonna make the game $79.99, but for some other shit, we're gonna add a little bit of shit and charge $99.99 for that. Let's see how many people paid 99 for this motherfucking game. And that's the for real, honestly, that's a mental thing because it's like, okay, y'all paid $99 for just a battle pass in the
And
game.
I get to
So that
skip
means
20 levels.
yeah, that
Yeah.
mean that y'all got $99 just to spend for the game per year. So eventually, this game gonna get the $99 and the battle pass in the game will be 120. You see what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
They not gonna stop moving that motherfucking goal line.
Yeah, man.
Mm.
I feel you, man. I totally understand the frustration. Like I said, I ain't played a football game since NCAA was a thing. So I'm not experiencing it firsthand, but I hear the frustration. I be seeing the
Yeah,
people breaking their controllers and their TVs and stuff on TikTok.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Watching grown ass men
cry.
crying.
Them dudes be playing for money, man. Some of them be missing
Yeah,
out on big
I know a
bucks.
bunch of guys that cry. Yeah, pay for money and
Yeah.
yeah, be cheating in the middle of games.
I ain't
Oh yeah.
doing all that. I ain't
Yeah.
a gambler. I'm not putting it on the line like that.
Yeah.
Pause. But
Yeah. Not
y'all
me.
ready to move on to something else or?
Yeah, we go
Yeah,
ahead. Do
yeah.
it.
All right, let's go ahead. We're gonna cook on something else right now. But again, shout out to everybody that's in the building tonight, man. Let us
Yeah,
know.
man.
Matter of fact, let me hit the
Yeah.
comments, man. I
I was gonna
appreciate.
say, if you got something you queuing up, man, I hit the comments right quick.
Go ahead. Yeah, you can go ahead. Hit the comments, then, my brother. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah,
Teamwork make
man.
teamwork, man.
All day, baby. All right. So we got Miles Revolution on 7. Shout out to the homie. Straight out of Birmingham. He said, who's ready for 2K? Spectacular Gadgets is getting a giggle on. I see you. Miles Revolution said first 2K on Dreamcast. He said it's sad, BG. Yeah, man.
Man, I
We
was,
we we working on it, man. We got to get them
yeah,
right, man.
yeah.
So Spectacular Gadget said I had a Dreamcast but didn't play any sports games. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people did.
That's
Miles
true.
said, Nas, it's 100 for the game, 100 for VC, and now 19.99 every 6 weeks for the battle pass. I'm gonna buy it though. LOL. 2K is life. Hey man, everybody got their habits, man. I
Yeah,
don't judge nobody. And then he said that sounds good until you want another game. I don't mind paying for 2K every year. 2K is better than Christmas. Hey, I feel you,
Oh
man.
damn.
Jesus. So
If,
we got some
hey,
game.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a gamer. He said
Go ahead and
PC
get
is
that.
trash.
Wait till you see that Wimbyama package he gonna have to get, pay for to get that Victor Wimbyama.
Oh, hey, you know they're gonna be knocking people over the head for that, man.
Yeah.
He said PC is trash for sports games. Then he said 2K is way different this year. The game 2 hours early though. Oh, you get the game 2 hours early though at
At
GameStop.
GameStop.
Need that competitive advantage. He said, I'd rather cry and do drugs. Oh man. But those are the comments. Let's keep it rolling, man. Yeah, make sure y'all, like I said, make sure y'all test out that like button. If
Yeah,
that subscribe button look funny, if it say subscribe, it's missing that D. I ain't gonna. I'm using my pause. Put that D on it.
yeah, okay.
Pause.
Put
Yeah,
that D on your subscribe.
yeah,
Hit
Throw
that
yeah.
some
button.
D's on that bitch.
Exactly. But we're gonna pivot now at this time. We're gonna go ahead and pivot into some some phone tech at work type content right now. We're gonna talk
Mhm.
about the latest and greatest that Google has to offer. Actually the Pixel. Let me pull up the uh the article. Go ahead, add that to the stream.
Yes,
Shout out
sir.
Mint Mobile. Go over to mintmobile.com/BG Tech Life. You want to get that deal. But yeah. Basically, so I'm not gonna read this article. I wouldn't do that to y'all. I mean, I can read very
Appreciate it.
well. I could read very well out loud. I'm
Oh
not
yeah,
standing like I can't read, but nobody want to be sat here and read to.
yeah.
Anyway,
Appreciate that.
okay. Yeah. So I'm just gonna briefly talk about some of the things that this article says. So basically, they talking about leaks and reveals about Google Smart Decision. They talking about the Pixel 8 Pro may have a flat display. That's one very interesting thing in this article. Then they're saying the Pixel 8 Pro and the Pixel 8, they're going to be the first Android devices to get Android 14. They're not doing Android 14 or nothing until, let me hear this right here. Let me go ahead and highlight it. Can I highlight it? Okay, yeah. They're going to be the first devices to get Android 14, things of that nature. So nothing else to get Android 14 to the Pixel 8 and the Pixel 8 Pro drop. So I mean, I guess that's a good way to sell a device. And yeah, basically there's going to be a flat screen. And I want to say is one more thing that I wanted to point out in this article, but I'm not sure. And it just
Yeah,
talks about basically the upgraded Tensor. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
what are y'all thoughts, man?
Well, it's
So
still
go ahead,
got a
Rock.
tensor. It still got a tensor in it. I don't know. I'll be
Yeah.
quiet.
No, so I was gonna say I saw an article about the Tensor, and they saw some big benchmarks for it, and it broke out like the cores, like the ARM cores that they're using, and all that stuff. And it said that based on the hardware that's in the Tensor chip, it should be on par with a Snapdragon Gen 1.
Oh, okay.
So for Pixel, a major leap forward.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's gonna be
Yeah,
cool. Like, depending on what happened, and depending on how it go, like I would like now that would be really good for Pixel. I'm not going to knock that.
yeah,
I'm not going down that. Tensor being on par with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. You know, if you like pixels, I'm sure of that type of performance that the phone will do well or a lot better than it's already doing under pressure. Because it's definitely a phone that you can cruise along. You know what I mean? Like I feel like when I use my pixels and stuff, I just manage them a little differently than I do other devices, and they do decent. You see what I'm saying? But with the Snapdragon 8, the only thing is like when you look at it sometimes, like when you a bang for your buck type guy, when you want that, the technology per dollar and stuff like that, is like, damn. So we just getting Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 performance. Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 is literally a couple months away.
yeah,
Literally like 5 months away. So you know what I'm saying? That's just,
yeah,
but if you like, I feel like Pixel can be, your thing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have no problem with that. I would like them to have a flat display also. I think that'd be pretty dope. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Well, the flat
I wouldn't
displays you
mind it.
get flat displays you get way more items to, you get more better case selections, screen protectors, all of that. So I like flat displays.
Yeah. You know what's funny, man? I haven't. The only device I've had that's had a curved display has been the Pixel. But like with the folding devices, all those screens are flat. I just thought about that. I don't miss the curve at
Right.
all.
Pause.
Pause. Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah, that was wild.
That was wild.
Yeah, you got buck wild with that one.
Yeah,
But
man. Blame it on the drink, cuz.
hey, look, it be like that sometimes. Pause.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, it's gonna be Google's removing the curved edges from the display and giving this year's model a flat panel, which I think what Google is doing really good in the past, like a year and a half or a year. I will say Google has been listening to the people, bro. Like with that,
Mhm.
one thing that they did right, I will say with the Pixel Fold is, I think they put it out like they had to put that device out. They had to enter the foldable game. Too many Chinese manufacturers, Samsung in the game. Like you really don't do anything based off Apple because Apple is like a whole nother planet that they do things on their own time, their own accord. But I
Mhm.
think it was just like, yo, we gotta go ahead and release this. We gotta have a whole ecosystem this year. So but they listened to the people. They said, listen, we're gonna do one thing very fucking well. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And we're gonna make this outside display. And I was thinking about this earlier, like, um, you know, like I was with my Z Fold 5, it's kind of like you can do a lot of stuff with that type of device, but sometimes it's like, bruh, if I want a tablet, I could just grab something. By the time you're a consumer of foldables, you've got everything else as far as tech go. You got a laptop, you got a lot of fucking options. By the time you get to the point where you just decide to start buying foldables, it's because that's such a niche. You're such a techie to even want to spend that type of money on a phone that you done probably already, you got the laptop of your choice, the tablet of your choice, or whatever. But
So
that,
I
that
was going. I saw your video on that, man. I was going to offer another perspective on that.
go. Well, all right. Let me get my narrative off, and
Yeah,
and then you know what I'm saying, and you
Pause.
come on with. Oh yeah, pause. Pause on getting my narrative off. Okay, but like I was saying, it was just and that's not my like. That's just me thinking like as like devil's advocate or whatever. But it's like the front the phone experience is still so important on there because a lot like you have to kind of I ain't gonna say you gotta force yourself to use the fold as a tablet, but it's like, bro, if I'm trying to do something, if I want to edit a video, if I want to work on a spreadsheet, right? Now, if I'm in a situation where I only got my phone, fold is golden. But if
hmm
I always got all my shit around me, it's like why I'm stopping at the fold, why I'm not, you know what I'm saying, using my PC, why I'm not using my iPad. So it's just like it's situational based, and it's double. I'm just looking at it from a different perspective. You know what I mean? I'm trying to, me. Uh, I'm not. I can like think freely and openly. Like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, one way, like, oh, it's gotta be like this fold, this, that, and the third. Like I try to look at shit from different perspectives also. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. So one perspective, I think, I think we talked about it last week, but kind of realizing that we're not, normal customers. And one thing that I think more people are doing is trying to reduce the number of devices they got. So we had a little party here for the kids at the house a couple weeks ago, and one of the dads he pulls out a Fold 4, and we're kind of talking tech and stuff, and he was like, "Yeah, like they have twins." He's like, "Yeah, um, the Fold 4, I love it because before I got the Fold, me and my wife used to have to carry tablets for the kids, and now whenever we pull up somewhere, we at a restaurant or whatever, and they start getting fussy, I just open it up, blah, hand it to them. Now, initially out the gate, I'm like, ain't no way I'm
Give your
giving
child
no
a fold.
no child no Fold, but the value that they saw was, I think Samsung would have loved hearing that story. and would have loved to record him saying it because it was genuine. He was like, "Yeah, man, when I got my phone, I just open it up, bam, hand it to the kids. They get their bouillon and do whatever. They let me
They
and my wife.
quiet.
Yeah, they kind of,
Yeah, they
it
bothered.
worked. He said that, that to him the 1800 was a no brainer. It's like, what I
Yeah.
get to kill two birds with one stone. We ain't got to carry a big old bag for the tablets or try to figure out how to hold those and everything else. So I guess that price difference, and really, I was gonna say this too. I think looking at the fold as like $1,800 for a phone is kind of, I don't know. The way I look at it is, if you in the market for a phone and you want a flagship, now you're looking at $1,000. So really, you're not trying to figure out if the fold is worth 1,800. Really, is it worth eight?
Right. But at
So
this
like, if somebody, because you're gonna come out of pocket for the phone anyway. Really, the question mark is on the eight. So is the extra eight worth you not having to carry multiple devices? You can have one, and really, like if you really do your research, you can run Dex on here, and it runs very close to a laptop, to a Windows laptop, and it's doing the majority of what most people want to do.
Yeah.
Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 is a bad boy. And I
It,
will say this, just to comment on what you said. Um, Listen, man, sometimes peace is priceless. Having that
exactly.
fold and unfold it and saying here is the difference between me being able to step outside with Eric and have a maybe a sip and and maybe hit a stick and you know what I mean. That sometimes that shit that's priceless. You know what I mean. So it's like, look here,
Yeah,
whatever, $50, just give it here. Here, be
yeah.
quiet, please, God.
Hey, I'm telling you, man. Like, yeah, it's different value because I think too because I think like internationally, especially like full of cyber and stuff, and really, man, if you think about all the Android devices in existence, a lot of people don't have a phone and a tablet and a computer. The reason why Samsung literally devastated the market with the Note was because the two countries with a billion people, China and India, was like, oh, I can have one device that's got a big screen. That's my phone. It's my computer. It's my gaming console. I can do video chat. I can, watch movies on it. Like, there's a lot of people that only have one device, and then one device, like the more it can do, like
All
the more impact it have on their life.
Speaking facts right now. You cooking. I
He
like
be
that.
Hey
cooking.
man, hey
You
man, I
cooking,
spend a little
brother.
time in the kitchen
You cooking, brother.
sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. You definitely, so I appreciate, that's why I appreciate y'all fellas, man. Y'all really got something to say that really make a lot of sense, and then it make me think like, okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's that's a
Yeah, man.
wonderful thing, man.
Mm.
Yeah, man.
But
And in
I
case y'all
agree.
ain't
I
know,
agree. I
man.
never thought. We so we get so small minded, thinking that this country is all about this country. But
Yeah,
this is this. I ain't gonna say it's a small country, but it's just a lot more people in the world that just do live life completely different. You know what I mean? And they look at
yeah,
Yeah.
things completely different. And we might not even honestly. These companies are not even based in this country, so we might be an afterthought. It's like, yo, we got to
yeah.
get this Chinese market. The Pixel was selling in Japan. We need the Japanese market. And I'm just thinking that it's all about the United States and Hennessy. You know what I mean? So
Eddie Hennessy.
Hey, which is still very important though.
yeah, which is
Don't
still
get me
very
wrong, it's
important.
still
But
important for the market.
what's going
But
on,
yeah,
Rob?
Oh no, I was looking at the comments right here. And listen, I see Sean jumped in. James,
All right,
uh,
what's
check for your
going
needs.
on?
Talking about only the USA true foldable phone is the Pixel. The rest of them come from different countries. Um, and Alan talking about he's still conflicted on sending his fold for a flip trade in. Only have a few days to send it. I'd be
hey, I
like,
feel you, man.
don't do it. Um,
Yeah, I feel them. Hey, look, man.
Ricky.
Look, when I seen my wife phone, man, I was like, man, I gotta give me one, man.
mm,
Oh yeah, that's a bad.
I seen
That's
it.
a
I
bad.
was
That's
like,
a
ooh,
bad
ooh.
boy.
Look,
That's
this,
definitely that flip. I think and you know what? Let's go ahead and reset the room. Did you want to speak on the pixel at all, Rob? Or can we reset and go at this thing on a different angle?
go ahead. We can reset, man.
Okay, so again, you're watching Team 100 on BD Tech Life YouTube channel. If you haven't hit the like button, go ahead, hit the like button, and go ahead and get subscribed, man. To all our channels, all P3 Tech Reviews, the Tech Gentleman, Android Stud, Jesus Christ, Phone Tech at Work,
yes, sir,
and Forbes Tech Review. I'm tripping, but anyway, I just feel like myself. I feel like the flip. Yeah, I felt like this last year. It's becoming one of the most, like, I think this is the phone that can kind of like fight the iPhone to a degree, because because it's just it's not in the iPhone lane, but it's trendy. As far as being trendy, I could see it being in the iPhone lane. I could see people looking at it and actually being excited about it. And you don't have to be a tech person. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to be to look at that and be like, wow, you don't have to be in the tech. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people, they see people that's using regular phones that ain't in the tech, and they might just prefer iPhone because that's what everybody use. They can't look at a Samsung and be like, damn, that's a nice 200 megapixel camera. They don't know that. You know what I'm saying? They don't know.
Yeah.
But with the flip is like a wow factor to it. Even when I had my Flip 4, I was getting my hair cut. When I pulled out my phone and opened it up, my barber was like, yo, what is that? Like, can I see that? And this, somebody uses the iPhone, of course. So, can I see it? He took his finger. He couldn't believe it. It was like it was magic to him. He opened it up and he just rubbed across the screen. Like, can you feel that?
Pause.
Like, looking for the kid. Yo, I'm just saying, that's what happened.
Hey, man, that's beautiful, man. When is the last time a piece of tech has made somebody do that? Has made somebody literally not believe what you was holding was real?
It's been a
long time, bro. It's been a long time.
About tech is us, that we looking at damn specs and all of that.
I think Samsung is getting successful a little bit at a time, because I have seen more foldables in people's hands as of recently, and more flip phones are making their way mainstreaming to people who don't know anything about tech.
Yep. Hey, I was just gonna say that same thing, man. Like, I've been seeing more flips in a while. Like, usually, like, my wife, when we go to like a party or an event or something like that, it's her old flip, and she pulled this out of whatever minuscule purse she got, and she go like this. All the heads, whatever happening with the kids, all that stop. All the women want to know, what is that? Because it fits in any purse I got. It don't matter how big it is, how small it is. There was like, I need that phone. And that's just one aspect of it that Samsung don't even really advertise. Right. But I know me and BG talked about it, and going from, the Fold, which the profile wise is not super thick, but it's heavy, right? So, a case I give is, you got some basketball shorts or something like that, athletic shorts. You put the Fold in there, man, you got to rethink how you walk.
Right. You got to tie your drawstring up.
Yeah, but you got to flip in there. You put it in there, and it's like this in my wallet almost weigh the same size. Put it in, you forget about it. But man, I've been seeing more flips in a while. But I literally just posted on Threads that the Flip 5 is the most important phone since the Note.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. I'm
sorry.
Go ahead. No, I was just going to say, I just know, like, at Ford, in the plant, we got these little repair bays. So I know a couple of guys who work in this one particular repair bay. At time, I go see what, drop a truck off for some kind of quick, repair on it. They both got Folds. Yeah. And one of the repair people is a young lady. We got, females that know how to work on these trucks. And she got a Fold, and she's like a real petite girl who I would have thought that would be rocking a Flip. And here this little 5'2" girl who know how to work on trucks got the Fold. And she be rocking. She said she love it. She love the phone.
See,
man. Somebody sent me. Yeah, man. So between seeing more people with it and the thing that happened to me like 2 days ago, somebody sent me a TikTok. It was a comedy TikTok, had hundreds of thousands of views, and it was like some country guys, like some country white guys that was like in the mud or something like that.
Mm.
And one of them, like, he did something silly, like ate a hot pepper or something, stubbed his toe. I forget what it was, but the whole time I'm just looking at the guy in the truck. There's a guy in the truck, and he's just sitting there. I'm just looking at him because on his leg is a flip.
Mm.
Like in the country, like in the mud, all of them like real redneck kind of dudes. And he just got a flip like a bright lime green, like like rugged case. And
Mm.
he's got on his leg, he's just sitting there. And I'm like, the flip is really out here. I need to look at the sales numbers, but it's gonna like this phone is gonna change how phones are made in the future. Like I
Yeah.
guarantee it. Like we're gonna look back, just like when the Note came out, it was like 6.2 inches or something like that. And I remember a guy at the steel mill I worked at, he bought one and he pulled it out. I was like, bro, that is like a TV in your pocket.
Mm.
But that literally started the big phone trend. Because you remember
Yeah.
Apple's making them phones on them small ass screens.
Right.
That changed it. This one is gonna be the next one.
Yeah.
Like having a phone that does some sort of folding, like whether it's a small thing and it goes to a normal phone or a normal phone that opens up to a tablet. Like it's nothing's gonna be the same, and you have no like there are no complaints as far as like a normal person goes with this phone right now.
Right.
Like the display is great, like it's
Just
fast,
they
it's
might beat
got
up the
wireless
camera.
charging.
I
Even
don't
even
think.
the camera though, I've been playing around with the camera, man, and the fact like think about I'm gonna say it like this: this phone will probably take some of the best selfies you'll take because it's the only phone where you're taking them with the rear cameras,
Right.
and you don't have to do nothing silly. Like you got to fold. They're like, oh yeah, you can use the front screen, and
But you gotta open it up. You gotta be
yeah,
looking crazy
I got
out
the
here.
whole screen open, and guess what's on the screen? My face. So I'm
Mm.
literally like, I got a big old tablet with my face on it, as I'm framing myself up, trying to. It's not practical, but this right here, being able to just double click and
You ain't even looking foolish. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? They don't even know what you
you
doing.
discreet,
You just like this. Bop. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? I done got it. And I got
and
all
and and it
the
looked better than the majority of front facing cameras.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. For sure. You know, that's a
That,
I feel like Google is working that like honestly when it comes to Apple, like me,
mhm.
I'm not I'm not against Apple. I do prefer Android. I like the we ain't gonna get into all of that, but I
Okay.
do have go ahead.
I just got one final thing I want to say about this. If they add some versatility to the form factors of the flip and the fold, meaning a different aspect ratio. Let's say they give you a
Mhm.
slightly wider flip with the same height or a slightly lower profile fold that's similar to a fold and still keep what they got now, just give you a choice, a
Mhm.
form factor. I think they'll shut the game down.
Yeah,
Period.
Yeah.
I feel like Samsung at this point is waiting. Like I feel like they're just like we don't really have any competition. Like it's people in China making phones, but I
They
mean,
can't
they're
make
gonna
it
do
over
what they
here.
do.
They just
They
got you
couldn't.
saving your money. And you
Yeah,
telling
like
them how to
America and
spend their
Europe,
money.
Samsung, as far as foldables go, they got that on lock. And I feel like with the Pixel Fold coming out, this will be the first time they go into their bag. But
Right.
they've been spoon feeding us. Like I guarantee you, like the concept to go from this on the front of the flip to this,
Probably happened
they
years
thought of this
ago.
3 years ago.
Right. But
Like the fact that Motorola got it means that Samsung then been had it.
Right.
They just been waiting.
Right.
And I feel like next year they're gonna pull out a little bit more. Like, oh, y'all got the Pixel Fold. Y'all like a short, fat joint? Here go one. I'm
Right.
gonna bless you with it.
With an
Because we know
AMOLED, that's super AMOLED
they get
magic.
yeah,
readable outside.
they got
Yeah.
but my thing is this, right? Like I was saying, I think like really honestly at this point, like because of that, Apple, they kind of like do their own thing, they're in their own lane. I feel like people getting to the point where it's like, bruh, like I'm getting, everything, you only on top for so long before everybody just get kind of like, you know what I mean? Like it lose the pizzazz a little bit. And
Hmm.
everybody likes something new, you know what I'm saying? And I think like
Mhm.
the flip is something new. Like, and I feel like Android is going to start to get, even though it may have declined. I'm not sure exactly. Like I said, like I'm not sure the numbers, but you got Google working on, they flooding the market with budget type phones. They flooding the market with phones that you can come across get pretty cheap. You know what I'm saying? 7As, Pixel 7s, sales. So you're gonna see that market share go up in this country just off of the fact that they offering decent phones. They spending so much money. They at the BT Awards, they at the NBA game, and they do
Right.
offer one thing. They do offer a hell of a selfie, which is a popular thing. Then you got
Mhm.
Samsung working from their corner, and I think the fold, that's a that's somebody, that's a niche device. But this flip, this ain't niche. This is a wow factor. And like you said, you're going to be taking the best selfie because you use it, even though these cameras might not be the 50 megapixel sensor or the 200 megapixel S23 Ultra sensor. And
Mhm.
honestly, like, bruh, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I'm gonna keep it 100. These that like I can't even sometimes, like, I take what I think are good pictures with this phone. I just know the specs, and sometimes it's little stuff I might notice, but for the most part, like when I'm eyeing these pictures, it's like, how good do you want this shit? Like, do you have something good enough to take a picture of where you just worried about it? These cameras that, like, I just don't, it to a degree. I understand like things are better depth, just different shit happens, bigger sensors and stuff like that. Of course, you're not gonna get a DSLR quality with a real lens on there, but I understand, like, you get a 1 inch sensor, you got a little bit more depth of field and stuff like that. But at the same time, like, bruh, they not these people. I'm barely eyeballing this shit like this.
Mhm.
So I know the average person, you know what I'm saying, is not
Yep.
eyeballing this shit as hard as me, pause. And I'm not even eyeballing the shit that hard, honestly. Sometimes I'll be like, yeah, that's the best picture. And the professional be like, no, see, that picture is fucked up. And I'll be like, damn, I thought it was a good picture. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah. Hey, I feel you, man. And that's why, like, just like where I'm at with the phone, like doing my review, it's when you think about the money, like you got a lot of people that say like, oh, the camera should be this because you're spending $1,000 or whatever. And it's like you can't ignore the fact that the phone folds in half, bro. Like comparing this to a phone that's $1,000 in my mind is irrational. Like
Yeah.
if you expect them to both do the same thing, you expect to have the phone that don't fold in half and all the pros of that phone and the phone that does. And it don't blow up when you do it. If it gets a little wet, it ain't gonna, disintegrate. Like it's a lot to be said. Like and now, like this highlights the fact this phone has two screens on it. Like go back 5 years and say, yeah, I want a phone and I want to have a screen on the inside and a screen on the back. Like people thought
Yeah.
you was crazy. And now it's like not only does it have a screen on the front, but it folds in half. For $1,000, the other phones that's beside it, like I'm like, it don't add
yeah,
up.
with the flip is definitely cooking, and it don't, my expectations, and then I feel like the flip is like the best thing because I ain't gonna say it's the best thing on the market, but I'm gonna say it's a hell of a deal because when you compare it to these other phones, literally right now the Flip 5 got the best processor in the market. It's a foldable.
Mhm.
The battery life you're getting, I know me personally, I'm getting over 5 hours of screen on time, which is comparable to a regular slab of glass phone. You see what I'm
Mhm.
saying? It's not,
Yeah.
maybe you might have a camera that's got a might edge it out on the set, on the camera sensor. But some of this stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? Some of this, like, I'm not gonna say but you can take good pictures with the device. These 12 megapixel cameras, yes, they brought them back year after year, but nobody said it when Pixel did it for 5 years. And it
Yep.
wasn't an issue to me because the camera was nailing the pictures. You see what I'm saying? Like, I
Yeah.
I I, I find myself as a reviewer like on this line of like, bruh, something is working and it's decent and I can use it. But at the same time, when I see it over and over again, it's like, yo, it's time for something new. Even though I don't know exactly what's next or what's new or why they putting these smaller sensors in this device, it may be engineering. So it's like I be confused sometimes, like, should I really be pressing for some new shit or this shit work? I could take these good pictures with this phone already, but I just know that it's been the same thing and there's better stuff out there, or it's better stuff that's better spec. Because literally at the end of the day, of a camera is an extension of the photographer to a degree. You could have the best damn camera in the world. If you don't know what you're doing, if you're taking pictures against the sun, I could take a damn better picture with you than with a cell phone. You see what I'm saying?
That in my videos.
Yeah.
I've always said that in my videos, the camera is only good as the situation you put it in.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's exactly it. If I go outside in complete daylight and take a picture with the sun behind me, of course my picture. Well, I don't give you. You know what I'm saying?
It could be a 5 megapixel.
Exactly. So it's like that's a point too. Like, bruh, I want a picture. It's like we just, our expectations become like a little just weird. Like, yeah, but at nighttime you can't take the perfect picture. It's nighttime, motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying?
People, they cut all the lights out in the room.
Yeah.
They try to take a picture.
Like, man, I couldn't take a picture in complete darkness in the room without cutting on the lights.
Like
you wouldn't go see that shit no way.
Yeah, right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I can't get the best selfie with this camera. It's like, motherfucker, you shouldn't even be taking selfies. Let's be, you know what I'm saying? Type shit.
Right.
Like,
but so anyway, you belong on the other side of the camera only.
Exactly. You're photographers.
Exactly.
Let's go ahead and pivot, man. We're gonna get into our last topic, man, because I've been having a great time, man. I appreciate everybody that's in here. I appreciate everybody that's in the chat that's watching us, man. We're gonna try to keep this thing rolling 8:30 on Friday, Eastern Standard Time. Mm-hmm. But we're gonna touch on this Linus tech tips. We're gonna touch on matter of fact, we're gonna touch on Linus tech tips. Pause. But yeah.
Hey, well, you know what was funny was while we was in the middle of the stream, I kind of muted my button for a quick second, and FPT, my man who do the news on FPT's, I don't know if y'all watch him.
Front Page Tech.
Mm-hmm. He got a video. I don't know if it's clickbait because all he did was talk about Linus for the first 10 seconds of the video, saying Linus is gone. Like he was gone from, I guess, I don't know if he's gone from the company he started or his show is gone. But he said he said they was the number 2 news format show behind Linus, and he said Linus has left that show, and now I guess he kind of made a jab saying, I guess we're number 1 now, type of thing. Yeah. But he's so much off the cuff, I don't know how serious to take him.
You always gotta I always gotta listen to that stuff cook, man, because people take advantage, especially YouTube, man. It's about being first, not being right. So
but when we get done with the stream, just go right over to his video just dropped an hour ago.
Oh, okay. I don't really follow him like that, but I'll take a look at it though. I've been kind of I was at first I was deciding whether I was even going to put effort into the Linus thing, but there's been several people that's popped up, not really popped up, but like reached out and was like, "Hey man, what do you think about this?" So I just started kind of processing it. I don't have any of the evidence, I guess, but it's interesting.
All right, so I want to get through these. I really want to get through these last 2 topics because we did put them in the title. So I do want to touch on both of these topics. We got a Xiaomi thing after this. So I'm gonna just kind of like briefly just go over the Linus thing, and you guys give me your opinion. Basically, Linus from Linus Tech Tips or whatever. Linus has a YouTube channel. He's a tech YouTuber. He's got a huge channel, a huge following. His other YouTube channels, he's got multiple YouTube channels, and is a media company at this point. One channel has grew into multiple channels in a media company. Basically, what happened is another YouTube channel actually took some shots at Linus YouTube channel because they reviewed like graphic cards and things of that nature. But when they were reviewing graphic cards and things of that nature, they really wasn't, they was pointing out like they were doing things wrong and not, correctly, just to go, said that they weren't testing stuff correctly and they were kind of like misleading people. So that's been a big thing. And then also all of a sudden, one of his employees, female employee of the media group, actually came out with some harassment charges. And I don't think it was much like it was like more
Well,
so
it
like
got pretty graphic. I seen some of the stuff. They got pretty graphic with her.
yeah, it's like a
Hmm.
hostile work environment, like harassing her, disrespecting her, calling her out her name, and things of that nature. Me myself, I think sometimes Linus, his tech channel and everything he grew everything, from himself kind of like out the mud. So as you become a big company, he's got like over 100 employees. He's created this whole media group and he's got all these employees. Sometimes you don't realize like, oh, I gotta it's certain things that organizations have to worry about. Like I used to work for an organization and I would have to instruct. I was a general instructor and I had to teach people about things like sexual harassment and how you can, sexual harassment might not even be sexual. You could just create like a hostile work environment and, people can put those type of charges on you. So it's just like sometimes I think people don't understand, you might when you got something going on like that, you might need like a consultant or a group to come in and say, listen, you need to put this in place, you need to put that in place because we might grow, me, Rob, and Eric might grow a company and we might just be on bro time. We all friends, pause this and laughing and joking. But when we hire somebody else and bring somebody else in and we like, yeah, you gotta say pause because this, that, and the third, and you know what I mean? And they like, what
Right.
the hell? You know what I'm saying? They can
Yeah.
put those type of allegations on us. So those things are definitely something that you got to watch for, and especially when you got that type of audience and you have people that are very technical. Anytime you watch a YouTube channel about graphic cards and stuff like that, those people want to know exactly what's going on and the exact results because they're gonna try. They want to try these graphic cards too, and that a lot of times you swaying their purchasing decisions and stuff like that. So it's
Yeah.
just like things
And
you
he
gotta go ahead.
and he had a prototype device that a company loaned him, and he was supposed to have send it back, and there was some lack of communication on whether whether it was something he should have kept. And when they realized this company wanted that back, I don't know if it was a graphic card or something.
It was some type of cooling device, I believe, that
Yeah,
you put
he
that went on
sold it.
graphics. Yeah, he
Yeah, he
auctioned it
sold it
Yeah.
off.
in an auction.
Yeah. Auction it off. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it was a lot of other stuff. He kind of, it was a
Yeah.
bad communication between people who trying to get their products in your hand, not communicating, not being upfront with what you're supposed to do when you're done with said product. Is it something that you can keep, or is it something you need to return? I mean, it was a lot of stuff, man. He was
Yeah,
out of pocket
but
about, man.
he might be a little cocky. When you got a channel that big,
Yeah.
basically you feel like these companies, because you got such a following, you used to
Hmm.
companies kissing your ass. You know what I'm saying? You got millions of subscribers, send it here, and you know what I'm saying. You don't even think that somebody's gonna want anything back from you. You know what I'm saying? You think
Right.
that company's gonna do whatever that they can do to be in your good graces, so they get a good review, so they can get access to your following, your subscribers. Because I'm sure that when it comes down to it, a link on that channel is thousands of sales. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
he say, yeah, I like this motherfucker, this graphics card right here is the shit. It's like, you know what I'm saying? That
Right.
company is gonna be like 1, 2, 3. Oh shit, we sold out. We sold out.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Right.
But
Yep.
let me hit this. Let me hit this chat one time because we got a lot of folks in here. James, BG, where you from? Where you and I are from? I don't see too many foldables in a while. Yeah, it's not a lot of foldables out here. I think we're gonna start seeing more flips. They starting to give away the flips. I'm seeing carrier deals, and I think people are really gonna start gravitating towards little stuff like that. Me myself, like I do carry an iPhone, but it's like at the end of the day, I used to say, "Oh, it's the family," and you know what I mean. But at the end of the day, listen, they need me. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna contact me on whatever goddamn phone I got, Boost Mobile, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't. You know what I'm saying? So we
Yeah.
ain't even gonna get into that. But yeah, Tech for Your Needs, the only phone company that got people to sleep outside is Apple. Once you got the human psychology locked, you are ahead of the game. Yeah, they definitely had people sleeping outside. Shout out to Alan Anthony, and shout out to what's our guy, Alan Anthony, right hand man. I can't think of his name right now. I gotta ask
Talking about
Al.
267.
No, I'm talking about the JQ. My man
Oh,
Oh yeah,
JQ.
yeah. The
Yeah,
other
they love
Apple
Apple.
Mafia member.
Right.
I go
For,
Apple Mafia.
for sure. Ish. I get it, but I'm good. Shout out to Nature City Landscapes in the building. Shout out to my man Dan Tanner in the building. What's going on, Tanner?
Shout out to Tanner.
Appreciate you coming through, my bro. Yep, that's Linus from Charlie Brown. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to look. I'm mind my business on that. But I'm going to buy V60 to put my coffee mug on in the morning. Shout out to Android Stud, man. We got the
Oh
Android
yeah.
Stud in the building, man. He's
Yeah, man.
busy, man, filming and getting ready. The football season has started up. So my guy is out there working, doing the real work. So on Sunday, we getting all the best interviews, all the
Yeah.
best coverage, man. That guy
Just tell
is
them to stay off the field. Don't get no
don't
concussions by
don't get
mistake.
knocked
Exactly.
over. Don't
Don't
get
get knocked
knocked over.
over holding the microphone next
Yeah.
to the yard markers.
Yeah,
But
you don't want
yeah,
that kind of fame, man.
right, exactly. Because motherfucker's gonna be sitting there rewinding that shit, slow mo on that shit. But anyway, y'all got any thoughts on Linus Tech Tips, man? Before we move on to our last little article.
Just a sad. It's kind of sad, but at the same time, arrogance, and you lose track of who you once was, and you think you are untouchable, and you realize that you really ain't untouchable.
Right.
It's gonna cost you some money now.
For sure. Looking
Yeah.
for he down Android studies in Houston. Shout out to Android Stud, and he looking for Forbes. We looking for
Dang.
Forbes too. All you just gotta do is be real quiet. And when you hear damn exhaust on the Chrysler 300, you know what I'm saying. You
Hey,
know who that is.
well, he about
Says,
300. He about 300 miles north of Forbes, so I don't
Oh,
know.
hey, I think
oh
he
yeah,
got that. I think he got that motor tune though. He still might hear him.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
He got that. He got. I don't think he don't. I don't even think he got an exhaust. He might just got the. He might have took the whole muffler out. You never know. They do that too.
Yeah, that muffler delete.
Yeah, he might have just deleted the whole damn muffler.
Damn.
Forbes is the rebel of our group.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely, you know what I mean. He definitely does his thing. Shout out to Forbes, man. But we're gonna get into this last article real quick. I put it in the title. I said Xiaomi stop capping, but it's not really that big of a deal. Basically, they did it. Well, I'm gonna say, yeah, it is a bigger deal because this is quality control. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And y'all fucking it up. You know what I'm saying? First it
Mhm.
was Huawei fucking it up. Now it's because I really want these Chinese companies sending us some international phones over here. But the United States, they already. I don't even want to get into the politics of the shit because I'm not even exactly sure how that shit go anyway. But I would like some of this technology. I would like some of these brands to have international phones, just like I get, just like we got OnePlus phones over here. You know what I'm saying? I
Poco.
would like, yeah, and Poco stuff like that. I really want some Xiaomi phones over here. I don't want a phone with a Chinese ROM, and I don't want a phone where I'm rolling the dice on. If I put the SIM card in, it's the motherfucker going to blow up. But Xiaomi actually had an event, and they presented the new foldable, which is a good looking device.
Mhm.
It's actually got 4 cameras on the back. We got the Xiaomi Mix Fold 3, and it turns out to be thicker and heavier than what the Xiaomi officially announced at the event. And I think this is and here go the devices right here. I think that's partially because there's a lot of competition over there, man. over in
Look how it
China.
folds too, man. It folded flat too. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
it's a good looking phone. I like, and that
Yeah.
black is, what is that, vegan leather? What the fuck is that on the
Nah,
back?
so the
Yeah.
back of that phone made of Kevlar.
Okay,
Woo.
see, and that's but when you got Kevlar on the back of a fold, that means you got to do a lot of shit over there. You know what I'm saying? That's why Samsung over here, because they ain't, you know what I'm saying? They said we not competing every year with vegan leather and goddamn Kevlar and full cameras, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, man, they smart.
This shit big as a journal. But yeah, so
So
actually,
so that
but
phone is weighs as much, like the same amount as iPhone 14 Pro.
Man, that's a heavy phone.
But the fact that that phone folded in half,
yeah, and
and it weighed the same thing as iPhone 14 Pro Max.
Yeah. Wow.
that's crazy. But that's why I got an iPhone 14 Pro No Max, because I actually watched
Pause.
Floss.
Bruh.
I ain't gonna get into that, but I actually watched Floss video on this phone, and I seen when he weighed all the phones and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And my thing is, I mean, that's crazy that the iPhone is that damn heavy. And that's why I got rid of the iPhone 4. That's why I stopped. I had a 12 Pro, skipped the 13, and when it was time for the 14, I said I'm not going Pro again, because this phone is big for no reason. The screen is not, I'm not gonna watch content on this phone compared to other devices, because because the screen is, not up to par with Samsung phones. And it's just like, bro, like the 11 Pro was so much better than the 12 Pro, 13 Pro, 14 Pro, as far as, having it in your hand. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Those edges, it just feel like, pause, you got a brick in your hand. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
don't, the 14 Pro and all these the bigger iPhones, they just beat your hand up, especially if you don't got a case on them. The
Pause.
edge on the
Mhm.
iPhone 14 Pro was definitely, you know what I'm saying? The edges on that phone are definitely uncomfortable, but it's crazy that you got this big ass foldable and this weigh the same amount as the iPhone 14 Pro.
But
Apple,
they
you ain't
but
on.
they what they lied about on the Xiaomi though. But what was the lie? It was on
The
the
lie was
weight.
actually,
The
yeah.
weight.
Let me
Was the thickness?
put my
But they were saying
bifocals on.
it's the
It is
thinnest
right here.
folding phone, something like that.
Yeah.
All right, so the first version weighs 259 grams, and the second weighs 255 grams, but really it's 267 grams. And then it went down to 264 grams. So this device actually weighs more than the iPhone, and they were off by 10. They advertised falsely by like 10 grams. Matter of fact, if you look at this picture right here, that here go the weigh-in, the Mi Mix Fold. You know what I'm saying? It was
Yeah.
these are the weights that they lied about in the real weights.
Well, so they compared it to the Mix Fold 2, which I guess was supposed to be a real heavy phone or something like that.
So they just
But they
tried
were
to make
saying
it
it weighed
lighter.
even more. Yeah, they advertised it as lighter, but ended up being heavier than the Mix Fold 2,
That
which, I don't know. What the Samsung weigh? Probably more than that.
But that was that. I mean, I think the Fold 5 is like 260 or 255. But my thing
Yeah.
is that looks bad on that company. Um, if they
Oh,
knew
yeah.
one of the drawbacks of the previous device was the weight, if they would actually lie about making the device lighter and knowing the device is not lighter and advertising a lighter device, these are the type of inconsistencies that can have that have certain countries not wanting to let you sell your goods here. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, that's not professional at all.
Yeah, I mean, you know that song where they be like, it's okay when they do it, it's a problem not do it.
Yeah.
All these companies done lied. All of them. Samsung, Apple, Google, all of them done lied. But if a Chinese company lie over here in America, oh, bro, that's capital punishment, man. Like, see, I told you they was evil. It's like, bro, they all lied to you. They all got the
But
same goal to sell you a phone.
that's
Yeah.
the but
Everybody out
that's
here
my
finessing.
point. That's my point. Like, bro, the scrutiny that y'all under because of Huawei, shit like TikTok. You know what I mean? And it's like
Yeah.
for us to get these phones, we gotta order them through a Gears type or whatever, and it's gotta come with a certain run. And it's a little too involved for me. And then I hate to have something and it not work right, and I'm not sure about returning it or any warranty or
Oh yeah.
anything like that. So I can't just be cashing out $1,000+ and I'm not exactly sure about what's going on. But to get these devices over here, you can't be having no controversy. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
okay, so y'all willing to lie about shit? Are y'all willing to steal people's information? Like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Where did the
Yeah.
lie stop at? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so
Yeah. So the biggest reason why the Chinese, well, really a lot of these countries don't sell devices over here is because of the FTC. Because you have to put your device through a whole another series of tests. And you got to pay for them tests
right,
to be compliant to the FTC to sell your devices over here. And a lot of companies don't want to. They ain't got the bread to pay that. They're like, I sell to a billion versus the 250, 300 million y'all got.
Hey, BG, can you get that comment down?
oh my fault. Oh my fault. Let me get this comment out the way. But yeah, it's just I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. Pause. But what you think, Rob?
Well, about the foldables in general,
Or
or
just
just
the
the
Xiaomi,
Xiaomi?
the Xiaomi situation.
Well, I mean, they wasn't. It wasn't like they was lying to an American market. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
They was just
you
lying
know,
to their own people.
He said they
right?
lying to themselves.
Yeah, they was. So it really shouldn't affect us. But at the same time, you do got eyes on your company, and then when you try to make these overtures, like you want to try to get back in the good graces of the EU and America and try to sell your phones over here, you lying don't help, especially when there are already concerns about you doing spyware in your phone. Your phones don't have up to date technology in it because they're not letting you get the proper chip processors or the proper equipment to make your phones able to compete and all of that and all these embargoes, and then on top of that you lying, you know what I'm
Right,
saying? It
right.
ain't it ain't a good look. So all you're doing is you try to take one step forward and end up taking two back.
That's how it always go, man. That's why it's always the what's done in the dark will come to the light.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard. You know what I mean? But but I think we're going. Y'all ready to land this plane, man?
Yeah, we can go ahead and
Yeah,
do that,
man.
man.
Bring us in for a landing.
Yeah, we're gonna land this plane, man. I appreciate y'all coming through tonight. I want my guys to do their outros. When they do their outros, unless you know where you can follow them, please go follow them in the places that they ask and go ahead and subscribe to them.
All right. Follow me on Threads, Instagram, and I'm kind of on X, but yeah, at RP3_reviews. Check out my videos. I got a long-term review on some Galaxy stuff and some iPhone stuff, and I got a top 10 video I'm working on. So hopefully I had that out over the weekend. But appreciate you, BG, for hosting again.
Fire.
Yeah, man. Check me out on Instagram, on Threads, on Facebook as well. All the tech gentlemen. I got an account on X. I don't really use it, but it's the_TechGen. If you want to check me out there, that's cool. Actually got a video dropping tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Central Time, 8 a.m. Eastern. Make sure you subscribed and hit the notification so you know when that video drop doing a premiere. Um, yeah, man. The flip is the future. I'm
That's
out.
what it is. I'm BG Tech Life. Shout out to all the other members of Team 100, Phone Tech at Work, Forbes Tech Review, and Android Stud. You can follow me on Threads, X, formerly known as Twitter, and Instagram, BG_Tech Life. This is my channel. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you haven't already done so. And this Team 100, we out. Peace.
Peace.